Hello, this is Lady M, and welcome to episode 6 of my playthrough of the Stanley Parable. In the last episode, we made some choices. We ended up getting squished, and we kind of just left at a black screen. It never did come back and reload the game, so I'm really not sure if that's the ending or what the dealie was, but I did not save after that. I'm reloading where we started on the last episode, so we're just going to redo that part and see if we can come up with something else.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We are back to going to the meeting room with all these papers on the floor.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the right this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We do like the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yes.
It had really been worth the detour after all. Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's go straight. Oh, we did this before,
Stanley
too.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, let's see.
Look, Stanley, I think
happens
perhaps
if we
we've
jump?
gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I guess that was not a good idea. Well, considering we just started, I'm just going to keep going. Oh, well, at least it made things different.
Were gone. What could it mean?
Not so many
Stanley
papers on the
decided
floor.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This looks different. Looks very different. Doesn't it? No, it looks the same.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hello, employee lounge. We're passing through.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, we're going to go straight again, but this time
Stanley was so
not
bad at following
going to jump off
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
The ledge. That was bad. We'll just stand here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley.
Are we going back to the wife thing? What's up here?
To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Well, I don't think I want to play the same thing again. What's in here?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Is this going to be the same as we've already done?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
So,
all right, now,
this will be the mannequin thing.
Tell me all about
your day.
Hello, mannequin.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
It's
I'm
also
trying
my
to make a point here,
office
Stanley.
number.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Alright, I don't want to go inside.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No, I don't want to. Really? You put a wall up? Do we really have to do this again?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Do we have to press it? Fine, press 1.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 3. Let's press 4. Nope. 2? Nope. 3.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
Okay.
doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press P.
But in his
Okay.
mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press K to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize
Sorry, I
about
know
his
we've
own
done all
job.
this before.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk
But maybe
to
we can
realize
do
that
something
all
different.
of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press I to spend time with the
So
boys.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press O or 0.
As he wandered
0.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Yes, I
And down
remember that
another was a
path.
yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I remember
and down
that.
another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press K to tell the kid the
It was
story.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press Y to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press E to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Well, let's wait a little bit and see what happens. Last time I did press 9 to be at work in the morning. So, we'll just wait and not press it. But it's really hard. Yeah. This is a waste of time, waste of time. Alright, fine.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Can I get out? O to question nothing. O must be 0.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
and Stanley pushed a
die.
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
So we've had this ending before. So, I don't know. Okay, well, we're back in the office, so that's going to be it for this episode, and in the next one, we will try again. Thank you for watching. See you next time.